Hey there, everyone. My name is Monkey Strap, and I'm playing guys play games. Back with some more A2XT, the sequel. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything to say. That's how it goes. Anyways, yeah, ectoplasm. Yeah, this is this level. Yeah. This is a level I remember because it's a pretty fun level, honestly. I don't know how well this is gonna work with having a cat llama, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. You got 5 seconds basically, so you get a bunch of little mini time trials essentially. Can you hop off these as cat llama? Of course you can. Just want to make sure. Because it makes this a little easier, I guess. Oh! Oh! Smooth moves there, Fox. I don't know why Fox, but, you know. Isn't this Terraria music? Yeah. I would remember that. I've played that game like twice, ever. Alright, you wanna help me out here? This apparently normal looking pit that actually traps you forever if you don't have a ghost buddy with you. Okay, now we're on the clouds. Now, I totally forgot that like the start of this level like really doesn't actually use the gimmick very much. We've only seen it like twice. Boop. Okay. And instead it's just a bunch of like very tight platform, surprisingly. I think this is like the next come up. But it's funny that they don't use it and then all of a sudden this one's actually like pretty tricky. Because what you want to do is basically build up some speed so you can actually make this jump. And now we should be good. There we go. Because if you try to jump out of the water to the right first, it's a way, like, you can do it, but it's like you're going to have very little time. There's a thing down there. So that means probably go there last. You know, he who, Alright. We good. You know, I remember this level being so much harder. Why do I remember this level actually being like hard? Well, that was kind of what I wanted. That was an accident. I actually didn't realize I like forgot I went in the liquid, so I was like, oh, why did I come down here? Here's what we do. I say this, but this doesn't work because stupid cat llamas. You cannot. There's no cooldown, right? So I can't do this. So I have to like do that. Well, goodbye, my beautiful minion of death and destruction. There's nothing I can do. You want to get out of the way, you stinking boo? The boos in this level specifically seem to move way more vertical than usual. I don't know if that's just me, but like, you know what I mean? Like, they seem to go up and down way faster and left and right. Should I go get the cat llama? Nah. It's not worth the coins. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and then there's this level where... wait. What am I saying? This is the reverse. But, it is kind of funny though, because you can see the little bits of the seams where like that dry bones fell through because he's affected by it too. Because it's just a universal thing for it's just a universal thing for everybody. Dang it. This is actually honestly one of the trickier parts right here. Because you gotta... Oh. Wait, am I stupid? I'm thinking of something else. You gotta have to just make the jumps. Why did I... It's because there's a future part of the level that does... I mean, this is still hard, though, because it's like, if you want to make this, right, you have to build up some speed, but... Like, you see what I mean there? Like, I just barely made that. This is the part I'm thinking of, because it's like... You have to basically jump against this wall, and if you're too fast, you just die. And it's not even just that you have to just make the jump, right? You have to make it up there. So let me actually like count this down. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I count a little slow, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gah! The thing is, as long as you're jumping with confidence, you're not gonna die most of the time, but it is a little tricky, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh! Speaking of which, this is just gonna be counting with monkey. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. That's the one jump that's a pretty tricky jump, especially because if you mess it up, you just die, right? So this part seems like it's tricky, but it's just go back and forth basically. And then you have this part, which is once again like actually kind of a hard jump. There's a lot of jumps like that you can just barely make. Kind of surprising. And then there's this joke where it's like, oh, you know, excuse me while I go get a tissue. Yeah. And since I'm me, I like to grab this through the floor. And now it can fall down here. Heck yeah. And it's the money bag song, which is nice and peaceful. I don't know, I like that song a lot. I don't know. It does it for me, you know. I guess we'll go to Paperboy here. Newsboy. Iris. This is this level, right? Maybe I shouldn't. This is a level you're literally... No, you know what? I've done this more than once. This is a level where you're running the whole time, basically. Like, it's a very horizontal level. It's literally run across stuff, so... It is not in my interest to pick it as Iris. You know what I mean? I've made that mistake before. I'm not making it again. You wonder why gravestones underground. This level is kind of nice though. I really like the broken pipe graphic, even though I'm not sure. Like what the logistics of that are. Also, I'm noticing now that the black background of this pipe is probably broken because look at it. Like, why can I see through the pipe bottom but not the pipe top here? Like, you can see, it's very obvious when you look at the broken pipe graphic up top there. You can literally just see the black background just stop. Maybe I'll mention that in another, whatchamacallit. I'll mention that in the Discord. This level's pretty fun, though. It is kind of a goofy gimmick. It's basically just you just want to run. Because basically you won't sink into this stuff unless you won't sink into this stuff if you're running, basically. So you want to just yeah, you can see if you land on it, that's not so good. So you have to be running before you reach it. It's basically just here to make sure you actually like commit to jumps. What's this song? The Jungle Cave. This is a very common song in this world. This shows up all over the place. For better or for worse, you know. It's a good little jingle though. Do 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 do. I love like the start of it. Oh. The big thing is, yeah, the stuff going through the gumming through. I mean, either way, you know. The stuff coming through the... that's the thing, though. Like, you have to actually be, like, moving at a decent pace. If you just, like, start moving onto it. But it's, like, it's such a short level, you know? You almost wish that it did a little more. But, I mean, that's... well, you know, whatever. I think there's like a saying, you know? It's better to leave them wanting more than to leave them... bored, you know what I mean? The level doesn't overstay its welcome, I guess, is what I'm saying. Hazy Maze Cave. Yeah, that level is a doozy. So we're going to go around and we're going to go do the other level. Huh. This side is really only 2 levels. And then over here it's... I guess it's actually also 2 levels, but it's also the town. But it's a secret exit, so... No. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Chiaroscuro Cave. Chiaroscuro Cave? Chiaroscuro Cave. I don't know. Since I just played his demo a bunch, let's try Iris. Surely this won't be another level that's terrible to play as Iris. Oh, it's this level. I'm okay with this. This level has a bunch of, like, mad hops anyways. And it's a pretty slow-paced level. You know, because you can't see. Factory. It's got a weirdly, like, fitting song, too. Oh, jeez. It also has these jump scares, if you want to call them that. This song's really appropriate for this level, though. Because it's just this, like, black void that you just can't see, you know? I don't know. Is it just me? Someone has a secret exit, and, actually, is it a secret exit or a secret leak? I always forget. Huh. I appear to have found myself in a loop. That's kind of a funny interaction, actually. All of the route coins are pretty easy to get, because you can literally see them, you know what I mean? So you can kind of puzzle it out, but some of them... I think there's one... I forget if I can think of it. I think there's one that's like a little tricky to get, and also there's obviously the secret exits. I keep saying secret exit, that it's neither secret nor exit, and it's... Ugh. I don't know why I'm eternally... Raukow's vocabulary that I've actually used is like stuck forever in my head. Only the ones I want to use, though. I never say Charlie. But I always say secret exit and midpoint, I swear. Even when I was playing games that don't have them, you know what I mean? Like hell, Shmoo, like you look at Shmoo hacks in the now, and they have hacks that don't have just 2 exits. They have hacks that have 3 or 4 exits, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of wild. And I still just say secret exit though, you know? I think I missed the secret leak actually already, but whatever. It's fine. You can grab it on the way out, you know? Oh, should I have grabbed that? Honestly, a Firefly is still pretty useful for this level. I don't think I need this sprint. Actually, wait. I think this is where the leak is. Yeah, there we go. Collected. Yeah. Ain't no thing. Collectibles are such an art. You know what I mean? If you can do them right. The jump literally didn't jump. That's unfortunate because that means everything I just did was for naught because there's no midpoint. Well, it is what it is, you know. Have you heard me say that a trillion times by now? Oh, that's fine. This level is actually not too long if you know what you're doing. It's just, you know, sometimes it'll like that part right there does kind of punish you for trying to go fast. Because you'll drop down and then just immediately get ambushed by 2 Goopas and a Furba. But what was I talking about? Alright, collectibles. Yeah, collectibles are like one of those things. It's such an art form if you like can set it up right. You know what I mean? Like it takes like sometimes it can kind of take a whole game to do it right. And when I say do it right, I don't mean like that like you're doing it wrong before, but that like you can get to a point where you can hide stuff in a way that's would feel obscure to someone who hadn't played the game before, but to someone who has played the game knows exactly what's coming. You know what I mean? Like I always reference Donkey Kong Country 2 when it comes to this thing, where like the whole game feels like all of the collectibles are hidden by like one person, you know? Like it's that kind of thing. Because like as you play the game, you eventually begin to you kind of learn how the game actually hides stuff, and like even though it'll hide stuff in like somewhat obscure ways, it's like it really isn't. Right? You've got the whole single banana thing, right? Oops, that's how you get that? Well, that's funny. What's this door do? I do not remember this door. Although now that I've found it, now I do remember it. That's kind of funny though. But yeah, I always bring up A2XT2 because it's like by the end of the game, like they're hiding stuff in the walls, and it's like it's not even particularly like hidden because it's like, well, they put the single banana there, so there's something. And oh, what, dude, my thing did like a perfect bounce over him. Where am I? Did I like? Oh no, this is where this is. I think. Alright, well that's a power up. There is a midpoint in this level. I forgot that it's so late. They give you 4 route coins before they give you this midpoint. Hey. Doop deep bap boo. They have this thing for this level where they have like these glass panes that you can see through, but they don't really amount to much, if you know what I mean, because like who really cares that I can see through it? If anything, I feel like they should have shown up sooner to let you like see into the gaps, because like what was the point of this one, for example? All it shows you is that there's a path up here, but like it's not like I don't think it's particularly like obscure. Huh. Wonder if there was a thing up there. There could be. Only if you do like a sneaky jump, though. Oh, I missed the jump. Once again, I literally pushed the jump button. I think it's because my controller is legitimately like, it's old enough that like the A button on it is like literally getting like worn down. Like it's like by default it's pressed in further than my other buttons. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if there's times where it's starting to just like not register anymore because it's just like worn down. So maybe it might be time for me to get a new button. Or a new controller. I mean, I guess I could just get a new button and replace it myself! Like, why is there no glass here? You know what I mean? There's glass in the points where it doesn't matter, you know? I think this level has a good thing going, but there's too much of this, like, blind part where it's like, you just kind of have to know it's coming. I mean, you can say this part probably wasn't really that big a deal, but there's, like, one point I know of. Wow, there's a second midpoint. We haven't seen any route coins. I know there's one point in particular where it's very easy to just, like, well, you can't see anything. Like, is it here? No, this is the part where you go left. I know there's one point where you have to drop down where you can't really see anything. Oh, come on! That's not fair! I wanted to be cheeky and go down that little hole, and then look what it got me. Oh, that's a moving block? Huh. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Wait, where do I go? I actually don't know where I go from here. Oh, you're just supposed to push this switch. Of course. I swear to God, I pushed the jump button. It did not press. But that might actually be because I just fell off before I jumped. And luckily, I actually have a midpoint, so imagine that. I don't have to restart. And I died pretty close to it, so it's not that big a deal. It's funny that all my deaths this part have been mostly just, like, negligible, just how did that kill you stuff. But sometimes that's how it is, because I started rushing here, and I think that's what got me. Maybe I should start pressing A, or, you know, I need the spin jump button, so I can just go stomp. Let's carry a shell on us. Yeah, there's this part, but this isn't really a blind jump. This is more like you can kind of see it, and you kind of have to know it's coming beforehand. But like, it can be a little tricky because the problem is you see it so far in advance. It's like keeping track of that is like pretty hard. Not to mention, it does the thing where, you know, the route coin here is just do it again. Huh. You know, and once again, I remember this being worse than it is. It's actually, like, very odd. Oh. Okay, well, it's still not that bad. It's just, wait till you can't see it anymore, and then you can make the jump. I don't know why. You know why? Because I watched Rauka play it, and for some reason, he had a lot of trouble with this, so... You know, I had the LP or bias, you know? That happens very often, I feel like, with people. I watched someone else play it, they had trouble with it, and I just assumed, oh, it must be the hardest thing in the world. Even though I did this level like a couple times already. That's just what I remember. That's weird. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe it kind of is, because I always say I try not to fall for that stuff, but clearly I'm not doing a good job of falling for the, well, Raocow had trouble with it, therefore it must suck and be terrible, and I hate everyone. If you watch YouTube comments, that's what it feels... There's a ceiling there. If you watch YouTube comments, that's what it feels like sometimes. I tell you, man, this is what happens. Every death this part has been to stupid shit. It's either the jump doesn't jump, or oops, I hit the ceiling I can't see. Technically, that isn't my fault totally, but like at the same time, like, it kind of should have seen that coming. You know what I mean? Like, of course there's a ceiling. There hasn't been a gap anywhere else. Why would there just suddenly not be a ceiling, you know? But yeah, there is literally no rush here. I think the big thing is there aren't any power-ups in this part of the level, are there? I haven't seen one. Oh no, here's one. I'm dumb. Whoa, wait. There's a door here? Hello? And the music just cuts out. Wow, the music like fades away. Oh, and he says your name too. Look at that. He says Iris. Miss Iris. So this random level has a unique interaction with this guy. I totally forgot about this guy. And like he even like specifically like mentions the name of who you're playing as. So he probably says like Mr. Raocow. That's so cute. I totally forgot about that. How did I don't know. Apparently I don't remember too much about this level. Alright, well, you can see the gap there, so we just wait for it to move out of sight, and then we go back over. And it's all good. That guy tends to walk off. I'm not sure why, because they're the type that isn't supposed to walk off, but I guess it's like some weird thing where... I don't know, it's like some... Wait, watch this. I don't have to do this because I'm big. Haha! No more replaying garbage for me. I'm starting to wonder if it's less than I'm bonking on stuff like that, and more just I keep hitting the ceiling of stuff I'm not like paying attention to. Because it feels like the exact... Like, you can obviously tell there's a ceiling there. Just wait for it to go all the way, dude. And spin jump, so I, you know... It's a little slower. There you go. I cannot believe I died as much as I did in this level. That's kind of embarrassing. Now I'm wondering if I should even do Hazy Maze Cave, because it's not a particularly hard level, but it is a pretty long level. Because you've got like 2 long sections and a optional section for a leak. And that's like the way forward. You know what? I think we'll end it here. That'll be for when we well, I'll do that level as queued probably, and we'll do that for next part. But I want to quickly do one thing here, which is I'm pretty sure I never actually changed Sheet's costume. In fact, I don't think I changed Koo's costume either. So let's quickly change their costumes. What does that actually say? I have no idea what this actually says. I cannot read those letters. I don't have good enough eyesight to parse that. Anyways, let's see here. So player 2 default cosplay. I also never changed Koo, this is a great opportunity because we'll play as him next time. Because his noir outfit is phenomenal. I didn't know we could get vertigo by looking upward. Tee hee. Oh, die, scamp. Is that what he says? We'll check storage out later. Alright. Robin Coup, default, Noir, player 2. Yeah, but like, look how good Noir looks. Like, man. Actually, the funny thing is, the ice flower, it kind of makes him look like a zombie, but it has that zombie-esque palette. But I just the hat and like the straight-eyed look is so good. I guess like what's the term for this? Like the glare, yeah, like he's closed his eyes a little. He's like giving like a squint. I'm pretty sure there's a term for that, but I don't remember. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Actually, does Rock have a costume? I don't even remember what I bought for it. You know what? Let's quickly go back to town and see if there's any more costumes. Because luckily, now that I have the town unlocked, this teleports me right there. Oh, and it's right next to the costume shop too. Oh yeah, there's a princess coot and there's a demo worker costume.
Darling.
That noir outfit looks nice on you. How stark, how introspective, how hard-boiled. You're truly dressed for any sort of occasion, whether it be blackmail, a bar fight, or just a rainy evening in the seedy underbelly of the gutter of this bucket of baby back ribs we call life. Ooh, that's a sentence. Wear that sharp contrast with pride, darling, and wrestle your future out from the shadows, but be careful who you trust. Those tobacco companies aren't in the market for your well-being. You know, that's one of those funny things. It's like, you're seeing this a lot on the internet all of a sudden, where people are like, man, smoking's cool. You know, forgetting... But it's like this whole thing where people are like... people are acting like smoking's cool again. Like here's the thing with smoking, you know, it's always looked cool. Let's be real, you know. It just has that cool aesthetic to it, but... I think people are saying that stuff and also asking the questions of why do these celebrities from the 80s look like they're in their like 80s, you know, when they're only like 40 years old, you know, because you know, them, you know, like it's just funny to say, like, well, I tell you what, it's not because of tanning, it's because of smoking and secondhand smoke, let me tell you, and it legitimately has a very strong effect on that kind of thing. But anyways, yeah. Actually, before we get off here, let me change the... I've been going with the film strip for a while, so let's go back to... Let's do robots. Why not? Anyways, yeah, for realsies though, enough lollygagging. That'll be it for this part. See you guys later.